I'm just jumping on here real quick because I said I was gonna be back last night. I would be back today, and I didn't let the whole day get by and not made my video. Now I have another video, a pre-recorded video that I want to drop, but I want to make sure that I got back on live today just in case I ain't dropped that video and just to make sure that I got something out here, okay? I'm just coming from my appointments that I told y'all that I had. So before I get home, I wanted to come on because once I get home, these people gonna be all up in my business, and I might not get to see y'all until late night. So, so I wanted to go ahead and do something while I could. Let me see. This is my first time going live on my phone, and I'm trying to get over my shyness because I be so shy. But look at that. This is my first time going live on my phone, so I don't. Okay, wait. Okay, there you go. Raining woman, hey. Okay, so there I can see my comments, but I'm finna start driving in a few minutes. So I might not be able to read the comments. But this is my first time going live on my phone, and I don't know what I'm doing. So y'all gotta roll with me, okay? While I get this thing right. So I'm finna run and get me some Starbucks real quick, and then I'm gonna make my way back home. And then I'm gonna go to Walmart and get me some cupcakes. How you been doing, girl? I feel like it's been so long since I've been on here, right? But let me tell y'all, I'm up in this Black Women Anonymous group on Facebook. Hold on once. I don't want to hit nobody because I be hitting people or they be in my way. One of them. Okay. I think they be up in my way. Okay. But I'm up in this Black Women's Anonymous group. And what is this group that's anonymous for Black women, and you just post anonymously. And that's one of my favorite groups because people be talking up in there. But let me tell y'all, one thing that they talked about yesterday was kind of, I'm finna turn the heat on. Y'all let me know if it's too loud. One of the things that they talked about yesterday was that like they feel that married women are jealous of single women. And since I got a couple seconds to talk, I wanted to kind of see what y'all thought about that. Can you get a shout out? Hey, is it Jamal or is it Yamal? Cause you didn't wrote Yamal up here. But hey, Yamal, and hey, Mira, how you doing, girl? I hope to see you Sunday so we can talk about our book. Okay, you see, I'm trying to be consistent, girl. Okay, hey, Yamal. Y'all see Yamal down there? Say hey. Um, So this the thing. They say that married women are jealous of single women. And I kind of wanted to see what y'all thought about that because I wonder like why is there the tension, the space between the two groups of ladies? For me, I think that not everybody quote unquote wants to be married, but I do think that there is a season or a time in your life when you want to partner with somebody, right? I don't understand how we are serious about spending our entire lives single. Like, is that a real thing? Because I know we do a lot of talking on online about being single forever, but like, is that really real? Are y'all telling the truth about that? Because I ain't never wanted to be single forever. Now when I was in my 20s, yeah, I wanted to be single. But when I got into my 30s, I wanted to be married. Y'all know I'm in my 40s. Okay, in my next birthday I'm gonna be 44. Okay, your girl is not a baby. Okay, but I don't know where I'm at. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. But I never thought that like the being single for the rest of your whole life thing was real. So anyway, I think that the issue is that with the singlehood and what a lot of women who are in relationships see is that from the outside looking in, it is the single ladies just seem very random. Like, we talked about the roster a little bit last night. Like, we just collecting dudes, just like entertaining dudes for whatever reason, but not having any real intention with these guys, right? So, in my comment that I left in that group, it was about, you know, having a roster is one thing, but if you got a roster full of guys that's not investing in you, that's not, promoting you, that's not uplifting you, that's not helping you get to the next level, that's not investing, like advising you, like what are you really doing? Are you just wanting to have people around, or are you wanting, secretly hoping that one of them is going to be like serious or legit? Like, what is it really? I think that when you're single, if I had a a roster of time wasters is not a flex. Thank you. And married women are jealous of single women's freedom, but they are not jealous of them being alone. Yeah, this air up in the car be getting my eyes, and I'm gonna be looking like I'm crying in here in a minute. Um, and I agree. I think that it's it's the freedom piece, because when you come into a relationship there is some expectation that you will, honor your partner's wishes to kind of how you spend your time, that you will allocate some of that time for them. And not to mention when you become a mother, that's the reason why I'm up in here in this car right now, because I know as soon as I get back in the house, these kids gon' okay, they ain't gonna turn me loose till it's time to go to bed. And even when it's time to go to bed, if I'm not laying right there next to them, they gonna be waking up trying to figure out where I'm at. Okay. So I definitely understand that freedom piece, but I just feel like too many of us are collecting rosters of men just to say that we got options, but not really being elevated or promoted or invested in, or like taken to the next level, you know. And this whole thing about, date them all until one of them show you consistency, it sound good, on the meme on Facebook, it sound good, but in reality, when you have this roster and you have this single time, you really need to be spending time thinking about the kind of man you want, the kind of life you want to create, the characteristics of those guys, and kind of how they do things, how they move, who best fits with you and aligns with you and kind of vibes with you. Just being out here, y'all. Let me place my order once. Hold on once.
Hi, welcome to Starbucks. What can I get started for you?
Hi, thank you. Can I please have a venti peppermint mocha?
Venti peppermint mocha.
Yes.
Anything else?
And then can I have a venti water and a venti cup of ice?
Venti water and then a venti cup of ice.
Yes.
All right.
And that'll be all.
All right. 7:35.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
So yeah. So really, you really need to be spending time thinking about what kind of guy you want to align with, so that when it's time for you to get serious about a relationship, get serious about a man, get serious about a husband, and a leader for your family, and somebody that you can see yourself being with for a long time, you kind of can take a lot of the guesswork out. When we start getting serious about a man, it's almost like we start over from scratch. Like, we don't know anything about ourselves. We don't know anything kind of about how men operate. And a lot of times when we start dating seriously, we end up dating a whole bunch of guys who pretend to be serious, but in reality, not really serious about marriage with you. You know, so when in your single season, take the time out to kind of get to know men. Men are not very different from each other. Okay? Like they they have a style of how they do things. And it's kind of like black and white if you really pay attention to it. Good guys, guys who are worth your time, guys who are interested in building the future, do certain things. And there's no way that you can like kind of negotiate with that in your mind. A lot of times we rationalize like, "Oh, I don't know what this means. I don't know what that means." No, men's actions and their behaviors, their social circle, who they surround themselves with, their activities that they do, the music that they listen to, the TV that they watch, all of this stuff, single men who are focused on family and future and progression and goals and all of this stuff don't play a lot of games that men who just want to waste your time play. They don't watch a lot of things that men who just want to waste your time watch, or listen to a lot of things that men who just want to waste your time listen to. It's real easy if you pay attention. Hold on for 1 second.
Hi, Series 735.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Hold on for 1 second, y'all.
265 is your change.
Thank you so much.
Venti water, venti cup of ice.
Yes, can I have a holder, please? Oh, you know what?
Yeah, I'm
That's
so
okay. I
sorry.
won't need one. That's okay. Oh, thank you so much. This water gonna fall on the floor anyway. Okay.
Do you need a stopper?
No, thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Have a
good
good
one.
night. Okay. So thank y'all. So it's not it's not all the guesswork that we lead ourselves to believe that it really is. Like you pay attention to the type of places that a man go to, or this is a big one. The type of men that he hang with. Listen, if your man is hanging with trifling dudes, not shit type dudes, dudes with no ambition, no goals, dudes who don't mind disrespecting women, taking advantage of people, yada yada yada, ain't no redeeming quality in him. No matter how much he be lying to you, pretending like it is, ain't no redeeming quality up in him. It's just a matter of time before he show his true colors against you. Now, if you have a guy who has a friend circle that most of his friends are squares, I know this sounds crazy. Most of his friends are squares. They, I ain't talking about incels, okay? I ain't talking about square like that. I'm talking about guys who go to the gym, go home, maybe go kick it with their homeboys and they girl or something. Um, they like to travel. They got hobbies and know about things in the city. You know, different little places and gyms. I ain't talking about no man that just sit up in the home in the basement all the time. When we want to talk about incels, let me tell y'all real quick. Incels have a look. Most of them don't shave. That's the number one giveaway. You meet you a man who got all this bushy and ain't got no lineup, that's a red flag right there. Another thing, they be having they eyes be tired because they be online all day. They eyes be tired. You see you a man who mustache hair growing down into his mouth and his eyes tired, then you can know already that's an incel. Okay, I ain't talking about that type. I'm talking about guys who fill their lives with purpose, with things that they're doing. They have goals, they have ambition, but most importantly, they have friends who also have similar goals. They have family who have values, okay? Like these ain't families who just got plenty pimp uncles and the uncle or the cousin always coming to the Thanksgiving with a new woman. These men are goal oriented. They have things that they're working on. They have things that they're accomplishing. They have a history of success that you can look to and say, "Oh, last year he worked on that and he accomplished this goal," or "This is a goal he's working on today." Like that's the type of man that you can slow down and pay a little bit of attention to. But I feel like we just we just wasting our time on a whole bunch of available men. And that's not gonna get you nowhere. Take time out. We talked about yesterday the how to level up is important. Learning how to do your makeup is important. Learning how to dress nicely to flatter your body, whatever your body type is important. Also, develop some hobbies. Go to different places in your city. Try new things. Don't just go and sit out at the hotel bar thinking that you can run up against a man that way, because you can, but that might not be the type of man that is interested in building something long term. Okay, so don't just jump out there just going to get the attention. Go out there with a strategy, with an intentional plan, with something that you haven't in mind. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and know what the kind of guy you're interested in would also be interested in. Okay? Like, we got to think more deeply about it. Okay? It's not, and another thing I hate when people say is it's a numbers game. It's not a numbers game. You can have 100 guys who ain't worth a dime. And it don't matter that you got 100 of them. Yeah, one of them might marry you, but now you finna marry a guy who not worth a dime. It is a game of intentionality, and it is a game of purpose. Okay, if you really want to be married and you really want to get you a good quality man who gonna invest in you and take time with you and help you get to the next level, first off, you need to have a plan for yourself. You need to know what your next level looks like, and you need to know what you need in order to get to the next level. You can have a plan, but if you don't know what you need in terms of um, the things that you need to accomplish in order to make this plan come to fruition, the places where you need to be in order to make this thing come to fruition, the people that you need to be surrounded by in order to make this thing come to fruition. When you meet the guy in this nice setting that seems goal oriented and stuff, you don't have a job for him. You don't have a task list for him so that he can help you get to the next level. You know what I'm saying? So you really need to be intentional about what it is that you're trying to do so that the guy that you meet, I don't even got my GPS on. I don't know where I'm at. Okay, I hope I'm making the right turn. So that the guy that you meet can take you to where you're trying to go. Okay. So anyway, I'm gonna be back because my next video is gonna be about Russell Wilson and Sierra. And see, Russell might be a good guy in terms of he's respectful, he's responsible, he he loves Sierra and he loves her out loud. But I'm seeing some things that is giving me pause. And I'm gonna explain it in the video. I'm gonna drop that video tonight. It might be a little late. I'm gonna drop that video, but I want y'all to watch that video and be objective about it and tell me about what you think. When we get to vetting men, like, you really have to look at all things and see if it's something that you can deal with. Not like no man is gonna be perfect for you. That's another fairy tale. No man is gonna be perfect. It's gonna be a little something that you don't like about him in some way. The thing is can you deal with it? Can you build with it? Can you live with it for, you know, the foreseeable future? Okay, I'm about to get on this highway, so I ain't finna keep talking while I'm on here. I'm gonna come see y'all again later on. Okay, I'm sorry if I missed some of y'all comments. I'll see y'all again soon. Bye. I don't even know how to get off of here.